Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is Victor Callender. Today is October 7th, 2025. It's now 19:03 or 7:03 p.m. Pacific Standard Time where I live. And so I come to you today, um, hopefully ready, willing, and able to engage in some level of discourse with you about what I feel and what I see as it relates to my beloved Barbados. Um, I am always offering that I think that judicial reform is needed in Barbados, more especially as it relates to the legal fraternity and all the goings on that have plagued Barbadians over the years with unscrupulous lawyers and the things that have um, taken a lot of wealth away from a lot of Barbadians. I believe that the government of Barbados, led by the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, has the ability to, from its legislative postings, make differences in Barbados as it relates to judicial reform. What Barbados faces is a potential um, legislative dilemma going forward as we evolve, as Barbados evolves as a state, uh, a republic. It faces serious legislative problems, and in my opinion, the Prime Minister of Barbados and the government of Barbados that she leads should be doing something legislatively to solve that dilemma, to bring to an end what is going on as an attack against the people of Barbados, um, and the fraudulent aspects of what the legal fraternity continues to perpetuate against the people of Barbados. I am of the opinion that the two-party system in Barbados, both the Barbados Labour Party and the Democratic Labour Party, um, are both predisposed to not wanting to solve the judicial problem from the legislative um, place of parliament to make the lives of Barbadians better. And my opinion is that if the prime minister does not own this issue and does not reach out to the Barbadian people with a solution to the judicial problems that face Barbadians, that down the road we're going to find that Barbados is worse and not better for it. And Prime Minister, I hearken on to you this. You just can't tell the people of Barbados that democracy works. You have to show them that it works. And you have to show them by the disassembly of inequality and the establishment of a more equal society for all Barbadians. Listen, I have here in this medium offered to many, and I wish at some point in time to be able to return to my beloved country and to be able to assist regular, hardworking people of all sorts with some form of a skill set where I can be a contributor and just not a taker prime minister. So I'm just not speaking that to you, I'm speaking that to myself as well. That we join forces, get out of your comfort zone. Listen, the position that you sit in offers the potential. All Barbadians, not just you, not just members of parliament or heads of organizations, get out of your comfort zones. There shouldn't be old age pensioners living terribly beneath the poverty line as far as their homes and other things are concerned. You speak about many hands making work light, and you endear all Barbadians to punch above their weight, Prime Minister. Those are very strong words, and as such, I implore you and your cabinet and your parliamentary members on both sides of the aisle to get some tool belts, some hammers, some shovels, some nails, some wood. Let's have a cooperative to help poor people who find themselves living in terrible circumstances. Let's have the Habitat for Life in Barbados of Barbados's own offing to help bring up people who are struggling, whether it is in your constituency or elsewhere. All Barbadians are one in poverty. Yes, let's do that. Let's get out of the comfort zone of fancy talk and fancy ideas and methodology into the reality of helping the poor and those who are huddled masses of individuals, you know, struck by poverty and struck by the indecency of having to live um, not in a proper human condition. Let's get there. We can get to these positions of helping people. Um, Conversely, and manifestly, if we commit, led by you, led by Santia Bradshaw, led by those senior members in the Barbados Labour Party, to walk towards the path of helping the poor. That is what politics and democracy should be about. Not about fancy speeches that only hold water to the elites of the world. What about the poor? What about the people who are struggling, who can't put food on their table, who are not blessed with the decency of food, shelter, and clothing, the apex of which is Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Prime Minister, I'm talking to you. I am reaching out to you. We all can coalesce, become conjoined to the issue of helping the poor and bringing them up from poverty into the light of living decent living standards, Prime Minister. To you I speak, yes. And what I see is that we are able to amass these great speeches, these speeches are good and they are needed, yes. But what about our own country? What about our own country folk? What about those people who don't have jobs? Teenage pregnancies, lack of education, lack of decent wages, Prime Minister. Why are Barbadians being dispossessed, Prime Minister? Why? Why are the people of Barbados being dispossessed disproportionately of the things that were left for them by their ancestors, Prime Minister? Let's speak to these circumstances. Let's speak to them in rallying cries of decency. Prime Minister, I beg you to listen to these people of Barbados who are suffering. The guys on the block who, for all intents and purposes, some may not want jobs, but most do. What are the avenues available to them to be able to be gainfully employed and to remove themselves from situations that could potentially lead to being incarcerated, part of an incarcerated population? I ask these questions because I ponder them. I know many Barbadians do too, Prime Minister. I am not here to be disrespectful or indecent to your position as the head of government in Barbados, just to ask you, is there not more that can be done? Is there not more that you want for our beloved Barbados? So when you speak at the United Nations or around the world, what first should be encompassed, in my humble opinion, It's the state of affairs in our beloved Barbados and the sufferings of our beloved people. What then do you offer to us? What then do you offer to the people of Barbados? Right? Right? It is possible to be on the side of good for all people of all political persuasions if we join arms against the battles that we need to fight: poverty, teenage pregnancy, unemployment, um, pedophilia, mistreatment of women, so many, so many issues. Let's start one place. Let's put one foot in front of the next. Let's embrace the motto that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a simple step. Thank you.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.